Hi everyone, welcome to Colouring with Kate and thank you for joining me today. So in this video I am going to share my 15 colouring books, Korean and Japanese colouring books that are my favourite books. So I've got a fair collection of Japanese and Korean books, and this video was like inspired by the lovely Jess at Colouring Bumblebee, who left a comment which was, I can't even remember which video it was, but she said something like, I'd love to know your 5 top favourite colouring books. I think it might have been on the video where I showed all my completed pages in the Townscapes colouring books, the Japanese ones, and I thought there's no way I can whittle it down to 5 books in my entire collection. So what I thought I'd do is pick my favourites from the Japanese and Korean books, and then I'll look at the rest of my books and then pick some from there and then make a video on that. So yes, if you are interested, I would love you to stick around, and if you like the video at the end, please do like and subscribe. So Kitty and Tig say hello and let's get started. So I picked 15. I could have picked more, but these are my top favourite. So the first one is this, I'm not sure what its name is actually, but it says premium in English there, but I think it is a Japanese colouring book, and it's been out for quite some time, and I bought it about 3 years ago, 4 years ago, so I can't remember, but it has been out for much longer than that. And you can get this on Amazon Japan, and it's just that the artwork is stunning. It's animals, lots of different animals, and in these lovely sort of settings. You've got polar bears, penguins, deer. The one that I did is this swan. I hope you can see the metallic, dark green metallic. I think it's called, I'm not sure actually, it's a Coliro paint. It might be called forest green or something, but that really looks nice, and I was really pleased with this picture. It was one of my favourite pictures that month. So I did that. In fact, I did this one quite recently actually. It says February 2025, so I didn't realise it was that recent, but yeah. And yeah, basically you get all the their versions of the completed pages at the front. So there's some amazing, like, inspiring images here. But yeah, definitely one of my favourites of the books that I've got. It's one of those real books, you know, that you want to do a serious page in, you know, using your pencils and things. So there's 16 images, so I'm not sure what it's called, but if you're interested, I could try to get the link for you from Amazon Japan, because I have seen it there and I know other people have asked. The next book is this one, which is by Yoshimi. In fact, if you want the ISBN, that's there. Okay, and then this one is by Yoshimi Sekiguchi, I think, Colouring Book of Secret Dream Stories. So a few of us have got this book. This book is so unique to me, and the reason is that if you look at the images, I mean, I don't see many books with fairly good quality paper and images like this. Like we've got sort of an astrological theme going on there, which I found really like an amazing picture. And then there's another one, I think, which I would love to do here as well. That would be amazing to do. So images like this I don't find in sort of other books. It's such a beautiful book, this. It's so stunning, and it's got that paper, that special paper, where you can blend water-based markers and water-based mediums, but particularly water-based markers on the paper itself. So you put the water-based marker down, and then you can use a water brush to actually blend it on this paper, because it's that paper with that very smooth texture where you can actually do that, and some of the pages are very, very detailed, so using water-based markers to speed things up would be welcome. And this is the other double page that I have done. Again, another one of my favourite double pages. Amazing to do this double page, I have to say. I used lots of different mediums. I used a lot of water-based markers, a lot of watercolour pencils, and then pencil on top. You can see there's a lot of watercolour paint as well. There's that glaze pen that I did for the floor. One of my favourite double pages of all time, this, and it's just a stunning book. Again, you can purchase this off Amazon Japan or Cool Craft Books on Etsy. It will be cheaper, I think, via Amazon Japan though. So that's that one. The colouring book of Secret Dream Story, and then the ISBN is here, if you can see it hopefully. And then next on my list, of course, it's the Townscapes book. So this is the Townscapes book 2. Kosuga's colouring book that travels through the seasons. Now this one's my second favourite as opposed to the first Townscapes book. But I hope this isn't, I hope you can see the actual line work. It is a bit light. Let me see if I can, I don't know. Yeah, I better not try to change it, but let me see, hang on. I hope that's a little bit better. So I've done lots of pages. Well, when I say lots, not that many compared to the first one, but about 3 pages in here. I do really like the immense detail and the, you know, the imagery in these books. Some are less detailed than others, and this, I would say, overall is less detailed than the first book, which is the original Townscapes book, and I've done a lot in here. So you can see all my completed pages in these 2 books on the channel, because I did that video recently as someone asked if I would. Look at that, so detailed. This is darker, I think. Yeah, this is darker, sort of. Actually, it's not. It's about the same, to be honest. It's the same. Don't know why I thought it was darker, but anyway. So that you do have like the key at the front as well, where when I say key, I just mean the images that are coloured in, so you can use them for inspiration. Look how amazing that looks. It would take a while, but if you like fine liner work, that's a good book to get your fine liners out. The sun is here at the edge, so I'm not going to shut the blinds because shouldn't be affecting this part here. So this is in fact, I've got paint on it for some reason. Can you see? I managed to get some paint on it there. But anyway, this is a Korean book, and I got this from the Cool Craft book. It does cost a lot of money when you shop on there, but I have got a few of these in the series, but this one is my favourite. Of course, you've got the inspiration image on the other side. This is one which has got cats in it, and the reason why I chose this one as opposed to all the other ones that I've got is because I really like the seasonal element. It does go through all the seasons. You've got autumn, you've got Halloween. This is one that I've done, and you know, you can use all sorts of mediums, and I did use this inspiration image for parts of it, but then not for other parts. I don't mind too much. I know some people mind that this is there to like distract you rather than inspire you, but for me it inspires me, and then if I don't want to do it that colour, I just ignore it. So you know, and I know I'm going to use lots of different mediums, so I know that mine's going to look different to that, and it's going to look really, you know, as nice as it can look, and it won't detract from my image. This looks gorgeous. I mean, that looks like a lovely summer image. So the reason I chose this was, rather than the other ones in the series, like I said, was because it does go through the seasons, whereas some of the other ones I think is a full summer book or a spring book, and I really like all the images in here, so I chose that. So that one there is an ISBN there. Like I said, you can get it from Etsy. I haven't seen it on Amazon Japan, but it is on Cool Craft Book. And then Leon's Journey, another one. Okay, so the sun is definitely creeping in forward, so I might have to shut the blind in a bit. But this is Leon's Journey, and you can get this from Amazon Japan. So this is a book by Kanoko Igusa, and the reason I chose this and not her other books is because this has got that special paper again where you can blend with water-based markers, which is what I've done here, and I've used my Zig brush pens as well. So again, this is another one that goes through the seasons, which is something that I really value. You know, I am definitely a seasonal colorist. In fact, it even tells you winter collection. Some lovely images, and there's larger images, there's smaller images, so she's really tried to cater for everyone. This is autumnal. So yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful book, and I love that it's on that paper, which allows you to use water-based markers, particularly because these sort of pages do take a very long time because they are so detailed. I would love to do these 3 little scenes, but an amazing book. And again, this one you can get from Amazon Japan. Such a stunning book. So I'm just gonna, this is the only one that I've done, the first page, the title page, which I really do like, and you can see how intense this is because I use the Zig brush pens. It does go crumply on the other side, but you can colour over it. So yeah, that's that. I'm just going to shut the blind, so do excuse me. Okay, so the next book is this one, which is the seasonal book from, is it Blue Ivy or something like that? And it's a seasonal one, and I have got the other 2, the nostalgia one and the most recent one, but this one's my favourite because this one again is seasonal. Now, even though this is one of my favourite Korean/Japanese books, I have not coloured in here, and the sole reason for not colouring in here is that I'm just a little bit intimidated by it because it's such a stunning book and I don't want to mess it up. But I really do want to start pencil colouring in here. I don't think I'll be using lots of different mediums. I think the only thing I'll probably use is pan pastel for maybe background, maybe a little bit of watercolour. I'm not really sure about that either, but coloured pencil 100% will be the main medium that I use. And of course, I'm not a very big people colourer, which, you know, it's just what it is, isn't it? But because it's such a stunning book, and I love the cat. I mean, look how he sat there. And the little images of the little girl are so stunning that I had to have it in my collection. So there are some pages I'm more drawn to than others, but it's such a stunning book that, I mean, this would be one that I would really like to do. The front page, it's probably one of my favourite ones in this book. But yeah, has always been one of my favourites. So there's that one. I think you can purchase this one. I mean, I did off, it was off Cool Craft Books again, on Etsy. And then this one, another Korean book, which is Cool Craft Books on Etsy as well. I'll show you the ISBN first. Now, I have got the other one, which is more of a, I think it's an Arctic fox, or I keep calling it desert fox. I don't know why I call it desert fox, because it's not a desert fox, because it's white. The little fox looks white, so therefore, in order to camouflage, it would have to be in the Arctic. And it was confusing me in my head. I was thinking, if it's a desert fox, it should be sandy coloured. But anyway, this one's my favourite. Again, the reason being that it's seasonal, and I will always go for the seasonal books before, you know, that's always a massive plus for me. I have done this page in there, which is a little Christmas scene with its little cactus friends. Thank you so much for those people who let me know what his little friend was. which is a little cactus, and yeah, I can see that that is correct. But there are so many beautiful scenes of different seasons, and really like this book. I mean, the paper will take watercolor quite well. It's not the thickest paper, but it will. I mean, you saw some Halloween images there as well, so you know, not maybe, oh yeah, he's got a little sort of a hat on there over here, look. But yeah, there are some Halloween images in here as well as other seasons, but so nice. Really enjoy colouring in this book, even though I've only done one page. I think in this instance, because the look how well that's been done, and I would like to base mine on here, so I do feel a little bit nervous about this one because it's just, they've put all this other detail in, can you see, with the constellations, but I'm sure I could try that. And look at the floor, the way they've done the floor. I think, you know, that's not on here, but you know, I could try to recreate that, because sometimes you just want to copy the image on the opposite side if it's that great. And in this book, I think the opposite image has been done so well that I would probably base it on there, not maybe maybe do it exactly the same, but the bits that I wanted. So that's that one, the seasonal book of the Arctic Fox. And then this one is a Japanese book by Ori Kawamura. This is just, I mean, I call this the what did I call it, the crazy cat book, or the strange cat book. That's what it was, the strange cat book. And you'll understand why. So this can be purchased from Amazon Japan. It is or in fact, I've got the translation, which is a rare thing for me. Animals travelling in fairy tales, cats and friends in fairyland. It's got that strange paper again, which allows you to blend water-based markers when you put it on the paper, which is really good. But I mean, what have you got here? You've got a bunch of cats holding a fish up, then they're on a log here. I mean, it is a strange cat book, because look what's going on. I mean, I do want another copy of this book, I have to say, because I would love to colour this page again. And I used my, I think I did a bit of this on camera. I did use my Crayola Super Tips. That's the blending with the Crayola Super Tips. And then I did put some Zig Rail brush pens on top, because it blended so well. And that's why the colour's so intense. The Super Tips aren't as intense, obviously. They're not as pigmented as the Zig brush pens, but they work on here so well, and you can blend them out. Then you can also put pencil on, you know, watercolour pencil on top. This page, double page, I would love to do again. I'm not sure how I'd do it. I think I'd do a weird sky, like pink or something. But yeah, and it's just such a stunning book. As you can see, I've tried to flag lots of pages. It's one of those books that you just, you know, when you want a little bit of light relief and humour, you go to. And then that's another one that I have done. And look how intense the colours are, because I've been using water-based pens or rail brush pens. So yeah, this book I do really like. I really need to go back to colouring in it again. I've just got so many books to choose from. I'm very fortunate. So I think I did show the ISBN at the start, but there you go. It is there again if you want to pause the video. Sorry, I shouldn't have moved it away, should I? So yes, the Strange Cat book, but I did translate that. And then the next one is a Vintage My Room, and this one is a Korean book, and I think I got it from Book Depository when it, you know, it was here and available. And I know many people have tried to get hold of this. It's such an amazing book, and I wish I bought more books from Book Depository before it closed. This is a really stunning book with great paper, quite a large book. I'm so glad I've got it in my collection as well. I think you might be able to find it in certain places like eBay, with people who want to sell it on, but it is a stunning book, definitely. That's a double page. I think this was a buddy colour with the lovely Wendy from Wendy's colouring. We did this bathroom scene. And you know, good books with good paper and good quality drawings in them are not always available. You know, there's like these foreign books are ones that I particularly value because they're quite unique, and you never know when books are going to get out of print as well. So if you do really like something, if you can, I would just purchase it. So yeah, that's Vintage My Room. The ISBN is there just in case you want to hunt for it. So that's Vintage My Room. And then the other book, which is Korean, I think, and I did purchase this again from Quillcraft Book. The ISBN is there. So this one has got watercolour paper. I'm not sure what the title is, but like I said, if you want me to get the link for you, do let me know. So this is a watercolour one with a little school bus at the front of it, and it is on watercolour paper. Very stunning, very beautiful. I think I've done a couple of pages in here. Now there are some small details, but you know, you can use watercolour pencil or even colouring pencil for them. There's the Halloween one that I've done, but I really enjoy using my watercolour paints in these books. And of course, with many of the Korean books, you do get the coloured versions at the front there. So this is definitely a favourite of mine. So that's that one. I think I did show you the ISBN at the start. Then this is another one which is one of my all-time favourite. I think it is Japanese. It's by Aiko Asura. You can get this on Amazon Japan. There's the ISBN. Again, another book that I would really like a second copy of. It's got that paper again, which is where you can blend the water-based markers on the paper itself. What I really love about this book is it's got some lovely scenes, double page scenes, or even single page scenes, some really big images. Look at this double page. I would love to colour that. I have done a couple of the double pages, and again I've used water-based markers, watercolour pencils, watercolours as well. I would love to do this, but I'm not sure how to do this bit. I think if I mess it up, I'll be quite disappointed. But I've used my Zig Rail brush pens on here. So that's another double page that I've done. Really like the double pages in here, and this is a single page one that I've done. So I have been colouring in it, but it's mainly a spring summer book, so I probably won't be high on my priority list until the spring rolls around again. So that's that one. It is translated. Did I translate it? Yes, it is Colouring Book Flower Path of Cats and Cute Friends. Right guys, nearly there. So of course I have to have these books in my favourites, and it was hard to choose because in this series you've got the polar bear one, you've got some other ones as well. There's a fairy tale one, but there's two that are my favourite, and they're the ones that came out much earlier. One of them is this bear one. It's the Townscapes, Animals, Variety Goods, Cakes, Flowers, Cooking and 5 Bears. And the reason this is, I chose 2 out of that entire series, is because I like the detail in these books, and I like this sort of ink rather than the other ink that they use, which is sort of a weird grey one. But this has got some of the best pages for me, like this double here. It's got some of the best pages that I like. This is another double page, or you can do it as a single that I really like. It's so stunning. It has to be, this bear one has to be one of the favourites, and I've got 2 copies of this. I mean, that is a stunning double page, as in the page itself, not how I've coloured it, although I really do like how I've coloured it. It's just such a stunning double page drawing, and then this one is one of my all-time favourite double page drawings. is just beyond stunning. I wish I could have like loads of copies of this, and I think you can have the PDF, but you'd have to print out and then stick the 2 pages together or sellotape them together. But you do get PDF versions, you see, for these books. Just a brilliant book. It's definitely one of my favourites, and you know I need another copy because I use lots of different mediums, you see, on there, and it does go through. This is another double page that took me absolutely ages to do, that I did in 2023. I love the way that pencils work on this paper. And the other one in the series that's my favourite is the bunny one, and these are my 2 favourites. I mean I do just buy the rest of them, but I don't think they're as, for me, they're not as great as these earlier versions. I think they are absolutely stunning. I think the drawings in them are so good. And these bunnies, they just, look how cute. I mean, how cute are they drawn? I wish they'd come out with more of these, like, books and draw the bunnies like that. They just look so cute. I have got 2 copies of this one as well. You can get this off Amazon Japan. But like I say, you could, I mean, even though it has a PDF copy, I really like working in the books, and the paper is so nice. I have done this other double page in my other book. It's another one. You can see I've completed quite a lot of the pages, just because you can tell it's my, you know, one of my favourites. I've coloured a lot in the other one as well. So that's the bunny one in this series. Oh, what's the series called again? I can't remember. Cotoli. I think it's Cotoli. So Book Impress is where you can get the, and there are a couple of videos. I know that Connie Colouring Chemist has done, I think, a video on how to get, I think she has, on how to get the PDF versions of this. And there might be 1 or 2 others. So yeah, 2 favourites in the Cotoli series. And then last but definitely not least is this amazing book, another one that I would really like another copy of. Kuma Country's Kuma Colouring Book by Chip. Why do I really like this book? The paper is gorgeous. The images are also gorgeous. I don't like these cut-off images as much as the full page images. So these full page images I like the most. And there's some amazing pages in here. The paper quality is really, really good as well. And I've done this page. I think they're bears, and this one took me absolutely forever. It's so detailed, but I totally enjoyed doing it. I only did that this year. This one doesn't have PDF copies, by the way. I think it's only the Cotoli ones. And then I like the fact that there is the inspiration images at the front as well, which really helps. 'Cause I take a photo of them, then I print it out, and then, you know, decide if I want to sort of base any of my colouring on it. Like this I would love to do, but I'm not sure if I can pull it off. I can only try, I suppose. So yeah, another amazing book, which I would really like another copy. So these are all my top or favourite Japanese and Korean books. I decided to do the Japanese and Korean books together. I do want to do my favourites, my favourite books for my rest of my books, but I do have quite a lot of like French books, German books, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do it because it's going to be really hard to choose. So I haven't decided exactly how I'm going to show you my other favourites, and I'll try to pick 10, I think, or 15 from the rest of my collection, or I might do it where I divide it into English books and maybe all the rest, something like that. So yeah, let us know if you've got any suggestions as well. So hope you enjoyed that. Until next time, guys, take care, happy colouring, bye.